Well, hello everybody. Just wanted to take a little time today and make a YouTube video. It's a selfie, so pardon me, my son's at school today and wasn't able to help me film this, but wanted to make a video. Recently we bought this 2001, this used Toyota Sequoia in really nice condition. It was a one owner, 220,000 miles on it. Serviced regularly, great car. 4,500 bucks. Got a really good deal on it. It's a limited and real nice condition. So the very first thing that I noticed when I got home was on a cold morning start, it would have a little exhaust tick. Tick, 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 tick. You know, not loud, but just soft, and I knew it was there, and then it would go away as soon as we got down the street a couple of blocks, as soon as the engine warmed up. So I knew it was an exhaust leak. Went on YouTube, didn't really find anything. Looked on some forums. A lot of guys talked about, the Toyota lifters and the 4.7 valve train gets a little noisy at times, and I wasn't buying that. It definitely felt and sounded like a exhaust tick to me. So my wife said, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. I can live with it. But it bothered me. I like things to be right. So I was under there changing the oil one day, and I just decided, I'm going to dig in and fix that. Well, I called up the dealer. My cost on the replacement manifold from the dealer was 330 bucks, which was really expensive. And then the aftermarket ones on eBay were, seems like about 170 a piece. 120, something like that. So I decided to take it off and make sure that was the problem, because I really didn't find anything definitive on eBay, or sorry, on YouTube. Okay, so what I found out, let me turn the camera around here. Okay, this exhaust manifold right here is actually off a different 4.7 engine, which is a whole nother story. The engine, the head gasket went out, so I just decided to replace that engine over there with 220,000 for a good used one. Has 152 for 450 bucks rather than do all the head gasket stuff. Okay, so anyway, I was going to illustrate what happens when your Toyota 4.7 Tundra or Sequoia starts getting an exhaust tick. In my experience, it's always been at the front, right here. This manifold is the passenger side, and it seems to be a little bit more common, so that's the one that goes out. So I'll prop it up here, and what happens is right here inside the casting gets a hairline crack and it starts to open up. I'll turn on my little flashlight here, and you can see, let's see if I can get this to work here. It's kind of hard to tell, but get the camera in the right place. There we go. You shine your camera around there, see those little holes? It's a little tough to see. There we go. Turn the lights off, it'd be easier. But anyway, this one's not too bad because this manifold came off that 152,000 mile one. But right there, you can see, gosh, sorry. I'm not doing this very good. I'm trying to get the glow of the light to be underneath, but you can see those little holes right there, see? And that's what happens right in the front of the manifold. It starts to develop little hairline cracks. Sorry about that. Flashlight works. And hairline cracks in the front of the manifold. So, you're looking at 350 bucks by the time you buy an exhaust gasket and a donut gasket for down here and everything. And just wanted to illustrate though that it is worthwhile to to take some time and fix that. This is the manifold that I fixed from our original motor before the head gasket blew. And I just took it off here recently because I hadn't gotten it fixed too long ago. And then the head gasket went out on the car. So I just wanted to illustrate real quick that you can take these to a machine shop and just have them welded. That's what I did. If you can see that, I just had them, I took it down to Central Valley Machine here in Cache Valley, Utah. Live up in Logan area, and they just welded that, and then they made sure that the top planed out. They did a really nice job. They charged me $15 to do this repair. That's right, $15, and it totally fixed the problem. And that's what was so sad with the car. After I got this manifold fixed, it was running just perfect. We were so happy with the car, and everything was going great. And then we started noticing coolant on the garage floor getting bigger and bigger, and then it lost compression in one cylinder, and so yeah, head gasket. Okay, so now I'm going to illustrate real quick how to get the manifold off while it's in the car. It is possible. It looks like kind of a nightmare, but when the manifold is off, when the manifold's on the car, your most difficult bolt is going to be the lower second one back. And let's see if I can point in there, right there. That one right there. That lower one. Right there. Okay? Which would be the manifold down on the ground, this one right here. So second hole back, the lower one. That is a pain in the butt to get to. So what I did is I got an open end 14 millimeter. And you can get your wrench in there like this, okay? After you take the heat shield off, you can get an open end wrench in there, put it on the nut like that. And then what I did is got a long crowbar and dropped it down to the engine frame, and then put it against this wrench and pried forward with the crowbar with a wrench on that nut. So basically it cracked it loose like that. And it sounds corny, but it worked really good. It was like a 36-inch construction pry bar. And that allowed me to be able to crack that nut loose and then go ahead and finish taking it off with the open end wrench. That's your worst nut right there. And so that was the way that I got it. Sticking the wrench in just like that, and then drop a crowbar down behind the wrench and then use that. The end of it was down on the engine frame, or on the chassis frame, and then the crowbar was sticking up like this. Put it against the wrench is right there, and then pried and cracked it loose. Sounds a little funky and hokey, but it worked. And then I can show you right down there, that's the donut gasket. And they're not that expensive from the dealer. Just right there, a little ring. I ended up taking that whole pipe off. There's another joint back there just past the catalytic converter. I bought those two donut gaskets, and took that other pipe off as well. Just to make sure that I had enough clearance and everything to get the manifold off and get up there and get the plug for the O2 sensor. Just wanted to let you know it is doable. That's what happens with that ticking sound that you're hearing. It is the exhaust manifold. Then it goes away when it gets hot. It's a classic problem. And if you take those off and take them in somewhere to a local machine welding shop is what I would recommend. It's an excellent way to fix it for really cheap. So I hope that helps somebody who's having the same problem. It's a great car, a great engine, and they're worth all the time and hassle to repair. So okay, thank you.